On this episode of Pinson's Garage, it's a mess again. So we're going to spend most of our time cleaning. Maybe we'll get to work on the bike. Maybe cleaning. So this will be Pinson's cleaning show, not Pinson's Garage. Maybe one day the show will actually be interesting. Well, I finally got the garage clean. Now it's time to go to sleep. Started diving into the Honda CM200T, and looks like I gotta take it apart, re-grease the bearings and the head tube because those are kind of rough. Went through and cataloged my parts. Just gonna see what kind of work I got ahead of me. The welds for the seat and the angle for the seat are, fine, I guess, but then the seat covers up the tail light that's built into the tube, so I'm gonna have to put a different tail light on here. Where the frame was cut, this is really jagged. I don't like that. Whoever put this aftermarket carburetor on here, it's just one of those Chinese, looks like one of those $20 carburetors off of eBay. It's supposed to have a 90-degree tube that the throttle cable goes in, because the carb sits right against the frame to direct the cable, but whoever put this carb on just went straight out the top of an aluminum fitting, ripped the cable over, so the cable's just been riding on the piece of aluminum on the carb. So I gotta put another cable on, fit that. All the electrical work's pretty rough. Since the head tube bearings need grease, I'll probably pull the swing arm off too and grease those bearings, and we'll spin the wheels, check the wheel bearings, see how they look. When I went to move it today, there was a puddle of oil sitting next to it, but I think that was from one of my old bikes that was just left on the oil pan, but I wiped it all up, so if there's more oil, then we'll know it was coming from this one. Might redo how the gas tank sits on there. The welds for these bolts are solid enough, but ugly as all get out. At minimum, they need to be painted. I have a handful of headlights, like a yellow one, a clear one, an LED one. I don't know which one I'm going to wind up going with yet, but we got all the controls, so that's nice. And it's registered, it's insured, so all I gotta do is put it together and we can ride it. It's got e-start and kickstart. I believe this is a 12-volt system, so I'm gonna put a battery in there and see if the e-start will function. So yeah, that's what we got ahead of us with this project. So in the next episode, maybe we'll start putting this thing together. I was hoping to get some work done tonight, but clean the basement, downsizing, and getting everything where I can even start to work on the bike took way too long.